Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, Midnight Family? What's going on? Take a quick second. All the hellos. Wesley, Roger, Alicia, Larry, Dwayne, Michael, Master Yoda, Beverly. What's going on? Wes, Jeff, Jocelyn, Donald, Aston, Philip. What's good people? Is that what they tried already? We just here so we don't get fined. Cool enough. Early start time. Albert C in the building. Walter's in the house. What's good? Stephen Harvey's in the building. Shout out to all the Midnight Family. Mom's Kelly in the building. Hope all is well. Louisville live on deck. That's for sure. Craig J. Luke said Sid looking out of shape. Goodness gracious. Michael Singleton's in the building. What up? What up? What up? Oh no, don't claim it. Don't claim it. Oh goodness gracious. I mean, he's overlooking us this year, ready for the season. Charles, Indianapolis in the house. Facts. All the midnight hellos, JL. All the hellos. Ronnie Ron in the building. Let's catch up. Red State, what's good? He says spill it 5. Lauren's in the building. Aston, appreciate it, good sir. Appreciate that. Cecil, what's going on? Hello, good people. Casper back in the building. Excited to see their red and white. Hold on, is that a question? So who we excited to see during the red and white scrimmage? We will get there. Get all the questions in now, y'all, because I don't want to talk if I'm not answering questions. So make sure y'all get the questions in here early. What's up? Spilling details on practice too soon? Never too soon. Never too soon. Oh, please take a second, wipe your feet at the door. Please do that. The Midnight Family knows to the newcomers, wipe your feet. That means take 1 second to be kind and hit the like button. For your own sake, you should hit the subscribe button. You should hit the notification button. First, the like button. You should already be subscribed, but definitely like button and notification button. So y'all know. They couldn't wait to talk about the negatives. oh, Charles, hold on. First, hold on. Kentucky NASCAR, what's good? Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. This is my first one. Hold on, y'all. I think I was a little heavy with my pour today. So let me catch my breath because I don't know how much snitching I might be doing tonight. Woo! Cheers to the Midnight Family. If y'all ready to talk about it. Cheers, and thanks for being in here. I don't know if it was your brother or your nephew, but he was very funny when he was like, man, that bench hurt my ass. He said, or hurt my butt. He said, I forgot what he said, but he said ain't enough cushion up there. That was funny. I was sitting with them. I hear Fabio has some moves in his bag. Just moved from to Kansas from Colorado, but still a part of it. Man, shout out Brent. Shout out that. Appreciate that. Does Sydney look out of shape? How did practice go today? Yeah, I'm talking about practice at my Allen Iverson. How was practice? We gonna talk about that. How does Rose look? Rose didn't practice today. What freshman do you see contributing this season? The Chris Mack thing fell apart now. Like I won't call him a pitiful coach. It fell apart. There's a lot of things he didn't do right, but he did some things right. Mm-mm. Oh, Lauren. My microphone wasn't on point, Lauren. Does that sound better, y'all? Lauren, you didn't tell me. What can we expect out of Kamari? We'll get there. We'll get there. So what was Luke on with Ennis today or something? Okay, that was pretty funny. Nicole, where you been at, girl? Kamari have eyes upside from KP's comments last week. Rachel, what are you doing in here? Are you up? What's good? What's good? Probably most concerned with Withers. We need a deep dive on him. Why did Rose practice? Sounds good. Hold on. Mic check. Okay. 4 pegs Saturday. Ooh. No, Saturday's gonna be too busy running around between the games and the Louisville Live and the red and white game. Oh God. In case y'all don't know, I was kind of rolling my eyes underneath my glasses. I forgot y'all can't see that. No work for 2 days. You cooking something? You judging the dunk contest? This doesn't sound good. So where do we start tonight? How do y'all want to do it? Y'all want to go one positive, one negative? Y'all want to go all in just clean up the negatives first? One positive, one negative. Y'all want to go one negative, one positive? Y'all want to go, which way y'all want to go? What order? Okay, put it this way. Nothing I'm going to say is based on what Luke Hancock had to say. I did not hear him at all. I didn't hear what he said. I didn't hear where he was on. Yes. That's why I'm in Kroger every single day. Clean slate, hit them all. How should I do this? Let's talk about practice. Actually, let's just do this. Actually, y'all just go to practice with me. Yeah, go to practice with me. That's what we'll do. Y'all go to practice, and I'll tell you what I noticed as I noticed it. Okay, we get to practice. It's really awesome vehicles everywhere. I get to practice. I pull in my parking spot. Jalen Withers comes in behind me. He's riding clean. Nolan Smith pulls in. He's riding clean. Everybody's, Danny Manning, all the families getting out. Everybody's clean. On the side door, then I see Van Treese coming in. And then I see Roger Berkman coming in. And everybody's using the side door, and they got somebody waiting at the side door. Soon as you come in this side door, it's like 5 steps to the right and you on the court. You go right into the side door, you're on the basketball court. I get into the gym, balls are bouncing, music's playing lightly. But I look around and I'm telling y'all, it's Jurassic Park. It's Jurassic Park. I'm right on the corner of the court, It literally, you know that scene when they first get to Jurassic Park and oh my God. And he looks around. I'm like, oh my God. I look right under this basket. I see 6'9" Danny Manning doing drill work with Brandon Huntley Hatfield. And it's like, I saw Brandon Huntley Hatfield. He spent baseline, and Danny Manning was like, boom, give me that shit. I was like, Danny Manning slapped the ball out of Brandon Huntley Hatfield's hands, and it was quick, y'all. And it shocked me because Danny Manning doesn't move. I never seen him move fast. Like he just, he got the OG walk. So Brandon spins and he just smacked it down. And he said, give me that shit. And I was like, and I'm looking. So then, they're running this little drill, and I look at JJ Traynor, and hey, y'all, JJ's body is getting in shape, but he's still got this giraffe thing going, but he's starting to get like the giraffe to adolescent muscles, right? It still looks awkward, but he's dunking like he's looking up. Of course, I want him to explode out of his stance without looking up first, but he's looking up to dunk the ball, y'all. So they're doing the drills, and I'm looking at it, and I can hear the little stink on the rim. When JJ, and again, the court is right here. Like the baseline is right here. The whole sideline of the court is right here. So I'm literally on the corner of the court, and I'm watching, because the baseline is here. I'm watching this goal, and I'm watching JJ punch that thing. So then I'm watching Sydney, right? And when Sydney does his move, you know what it looks like? You know what Sydney looks like? Sydney, to me, looks like he's saving up. Because Sydney's loading up, but when he loads up, he's just like, kind of throwing it up. Sydney looks like he knows he can do it if he feels like it. So I could see, because here's the thing. I've been saying I don't know if Sydney Curry's out of shape. I've been saying that he might, I can't tell if he need to lose some weight or not. But you ever watch Sydney and then you just see him burst out of it and you're like, he's fine. I think Sydney Curry just don't like running. I think he literally don't like running until he's playing. Right? JJ has a good looking 3-pointer too, because they're doing these drills and then he's shooting a little bit. And I'm like, be careful with him. Be careful with him, y'all. Be careful with him. And we'll talk about that more. Okay. So watching that drill work, the guards are kind of down on the other end working out. They're just doing the come off the screen, dribble. I like, you're right. Like I know what you're saying about who likes running, but they don't look happy running. Listen, he don't like running, and he don't like running. None of them like running, but Sydney just don't like running. And it's almost like, you ever see somebody run and they look bored almost? he just looked bored. He don't like the exercise. I remember Dewan told me a story. Dewan would tell me a story about how, he didn't, like, Dewan didn't have, like, bad habits, right? He didn't have bad habits like that. But he would laugh because some of his teammates that had bad habits could just run for days and it wouldn't bother them. And Dewan said he'd get some good rest, go to sleep on time, and be like, damn, how they still running? He's like, man, I woke up, they was just coming home. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Good call. Sorry, Desmond. Sorry. Cheers. I read that. I read that and I started talking. So I'm watching. So now they're doing the Indian run. I don't know if it's politically correct or politically incorrect to say Indian run. Y'all can cancel me tomorrow. Let's have fun tonight. Indian run is everybody runs in a line. They're running laps. And as soon as the back person catches up to the front, the back person catches up to the front. And your jog gets faster and faster over time. So they were doing the Indian run for probably about 10 minutes, right? Yeah, and that's when you can see, like, Sydney just don't like running. Sydney don't like running. You know who likes running? Who, I don't know if they like running, or they showing off. Fabio can run. Fabio can run. JJ can run. And listen, y'all. If you didn't know L. Ellis, you would have got mad at him today. If you didn't know L. Ellis was the alpha dog, this is what I told Steve when I called him. What did the young kids say? Demon time? Kenny Payne's turning L. Ellis into a little fucking asshole. Demon. In a good way. He's turning L. Ellis into a little demon. I'll say it like this. When I went to that wedding a couple months ago, and I saw the way he was like, hey, y'all, don't do this, don't do that. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all do this. I saw a young fella like really in control. L. Ellis is undoubtedly the leader of this household. And he's turning into a little demon. And he be talking shit. And he's just like, listen, man. Listen. If our other guys continue to improve and L. Ellis gets to freelance and doesn't have to play conservative, we'll be careful with him too. Ellis is on fucking demon time, y'all. He is on demon time. Like, I mean, just like he just got a bite to him. You know what I'm saying? He just got a bite. He's like, like he gets pissy. Like, even when he run, okay, like when they do the Indian run, like L. Ellis would get to the front and he would kind of slow down the pace a little bit, right? But it's like nobody can say anything to him. You know what I'm saying? And when they're doing the drills, I mean, you can see the look on people's faces like, fuck. Like when L. Ellis run up on somebody to play defense, you can just see it. Moms Huntley, we're going to talk about your baby too in a minute. We ain't got, listen, everybody say hello, Moms Huntley in the building. Moms Huntley. So yeah, listen. L. Ellis, full demon time, and his swag, his swag is changing. You can see it. Okay, so they're doing the Indian run. Lauren, Lauren, somebody's in the room who shouldn't be. So they do the run, then they stop. Okay, bring it in. We're gonna do the shell drill, right? Shell drill, just defensive responsibilities, four guys, whatever. So the shell, like listen, at the start of the drill, he walks back through it. He says, we're gonna walk through it. And he says, he basically makes everybody repeat it like this is a cult, He walks to the guy, he said, I got ball, you got help, you got this. He walks over here, he says, you got help, now you got recovery, you got side, He explains it, he walks through everything, then he walks through it one more time. Okay, if the ball goes here, you got this, and you're supposed to be here. They walk through it real slow, real loud, real clear. They get to doing the drill. It starts off with a little jogging, kind of just making sure everybody's, knowing the responsibilities. And it's funny, y'all, because every drill you can see it getting faster and faster and faster, right? And I'm on the court, right? And all of a sudden, when the ball started like whipping over to me, and somebody's in front of me to catch, like, y'all know, like, how you start, like, I don't trust this guy's going to catch this ball in front of me. I'm going to tell y'all something. I didn't plan on telling y'all tonight. I was going to save it till tomorrow, but y'all are in here tonight. Y'all, if y'all are hitting the like button and supporting the channel, I'll tell a little more. Because I got to tell you about this. So, sorry, let me get you off the comments there. Sorry. So, the ball starts whipping around faster and faster. So I got Kamari Lands right in front of me. And the ball, like, I was talking to, look, Tobiah Hopper was to the left of me. Jason Osborne's to the right of me. The ball starts whipping around. Couple mistakes, but it's getting louder and it's getting louder. And the ball is just, listen, Patrick. I'm sorry, I said Patrick. MY, thank you, good sir. I'll take a shot. So the ball starts whipping around really fast, right? The ball's coming. I'm kind of like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they're passing it, I'm like, and then one of the players, I won't call him out, I won't use his name, but one of the players, like, I can snitch this, right? One of the players screwed up, and he was like, "Are you gonna help us at all? Can you help us?" I was like, shit. So listen. And then they threw the coach the ball, and he was like, "This is what I see." And he just threw like a soft two-handed pass. And he was like, "Dang, I want to see that," blah, blah, blah. But wasn't no attitude, wasn't talk back or nothing. So yeah, so now they're starting to do like recovery drills. What recovery drills is like, like a guy gets beat and he kicks it, and you got to go out there and chase, and now y'all are helping each other out. So y'all got to do a lot of talking, right? You got to do like 2 people might end up chasing one guy, and he's like, no, get back. We lost. Everything you would say to a player when you're at home sitting on your couch yelling at a player, he was saying that in real life. It was awesome. So listen, they're whipping the ball around. They're doing the help side. I mean, sometimes they got it right. Sometimes they didn't. You know, if they got like a shot clock violation because they rotated the right way, it was good clap. It was a good possession. But look, by now Tobiah had sat down right beside me because he was like into it. And I could tell that it was impressive because even when when they did something, when they worked and did something, y'all, listen, when they did a good tough possession, I go like this and I look at T-Hop and he was already looking up at me. He was like, you know what I'm saying? When Kenny Payne was barking at the kids saying exactly what we would say, it's like all the former players was like cheering because we knew that's what they needed to hear. And listen, they was messing up. They was messing up. But listen, the next part of the practice, y'all, was the best part of the practice. Hold on. Philip Ingram. You really want the stories. Listen, even you people who are not supposed to be in here, if you're sneaking in and you're like hate watching, if you're hate watching tonight's show, I'm going to need you to at least hit the like button while you're in here. Like, do that for me. If you're going to be in here hate watching and looking for something slick to say, at least hit the like button. So it was a good shell drill workout. I'm all like, oh, man, that's good work. Like I said, they screwed up some plays, a couple turnovers. When you get a little lazy, sometimes guys get into the lane instead of taking the man, right? So then there was like a little stop where Nolan just jumped in. Nolan jumped straight into the practice. And he was like, hey, when you see this and you do this, you got to do this, right? Very authoritative tone. And Nolan hadn't said much all day other than the scoring or something. And he was like, but this was awesome. This is not the part I'm talking about. But Nolan said, when this guy does this, you got to do that. Does it make sense? And everybody's like, yeah. And he was like, no, it doesn't. Because you could tell Nolan could see in their faces they only half understood. And look, he said, does that make sense? And they was like, yeah. He was like, no, it doesn't. I'm going to show you. And then he jumps in there and he shows them exactly the rotation he's talking about. I looked up and down. Everybody was like, with just him jumping in like that, making sure they really understood, and him knowing that they didn't understand. Because everybody, all kids, when you at practice and the coach say, oh, we're gonna run this Z cut, there's always 5 people that don't understand, but everybody just says yeah. And like I said, for him to catch the people who didn't look like they understood, and no, I'm okay. Y'all don't understand that. Let's do it. Let's go. And again, y'all, this is still early, so you're getting a lot of mistakes and stuff. But anyway, so Nolan corrects him on something, the shell drill. Oh, and then they walk through like a play. They walk through a play. So here's where it was crazy. Hold on. Yoda, thank you, good sir, for supporting the channel. I'm glad you enjoyed the night show. I'm glad you show your appreciation for the night show and everything. I really do appreciate that. So listen, imagine if y'all are working on offense at half court, right? This is half court. This is the goal y'all are shooting on, right? Because the whole team is working on some offense or something, right? The point guard, whoever's the point guard for this play, has to start all the way at the other end of the court. And the point guard that's guarding him on this half court play has to pick him up full court. So it's a full court one-on-one battle where Kenny Payne is right up on the point guards, like, make him work, make him work. So it's one-on-one point guards getting it up the court just so they can start doing whatever half court stuff they doing. So everything we're gonna do on this end, like all the other team is already down there, but these two guards are going one-on-one full court. And yes, Fabio, L, Kamari, Devin, all of them bringing the ball up the court. All of them bringing the ball up the court one-on-one. And listen, like some things are mismatched. Like L. Ellis D'ing up Devin Reed is a mismatch. And you know what? Kenny Payne didn't even care. When L. Ellis took the ball, it was like, keep on taking it from him. Hypothetically. So you watch the one-on-one point guard versus other guard, full court pressure on every single possession. So he would like, okay, offensive guy, defensive guy. They're going that way, full court, right? Kenny Payne would be right here. He would throw the ball over the defensive guy's head or throw it to the side of him. So the defensive guy had to react. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't know where the ball was coming from. The defensive guy didn't know. So he's there, and the ball might come over the top. It might come over the side. So if it came over the side, and the defensive player had to read the offensive guy's eyes. But if the offensive guy was good at like looking that way and going to get the ball that way, then he got the advantage. So they were doing one-on-one battling just to get the ball up the court, and they were fouling. They were fouling each other. Oh, God. It wasn't like egregious fouling, but it was physical. So, yeah, like maybe early in the season we get called for a ton of fouls, but by later in the season we don't. So the one-on-one battling up front at the point guard spot, Kenny Payne was egging it on. He was really egging it on. I can't repeat the language he was using, but he was egging it on. He was egging on some competition. Listen. Okay. So that drill, you get it up the court. It's hard to pressure somebody full court one-on-one. The point guard should beat you and get into the lane. So if L. Ellis beat Fabio or Fabio beat Devin Reed or something and got into the lane, full court, you know, it was everybody was in trouble. Mom's Huntley want to know what her baby did. You know what I'll come out saying about Brandon? You know what I'll say, and everybody, we're gonna get moms to bed, but I'm gonna say this about Brandon. Y'all are either going to, I've seen a lot of players that look kind of like Brandon. He's going to make y'all hate him or love him. He's going to have to decide, if he's a dude or not. Because listen, y'all, when you see Brandon make a move, you're gonna be like, he's different. But if you watch him go up and down the court like 5 or 6 times, and Brandon don't go for the ball, you're gonna be like, dude, go get the fucking ball. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes he just kind of, will back up and like wait his turn. You know what I'm saying? And if Brandon is a wait his turn kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing: he can pass, he can shoot, he got moves around the basket. But if he's just passive, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's just a good piece on the team if he's passive. But if he gets the ball and gets low and wants to make something happen, he's smart. Like he can play. Y'all are gonna see a couple of moves he makes and and say, yeah, he's the shit. But if y'all look up at that clock and realize he only got, 6 points, and it's not just the points, it's like, dude, they can use your passing, they can use your rebounding. You can affect every play if you get involved. So when I'm watching him, I watch him make a move, and I'm like, he's well trained, but sometimes I don't know how much pickup game he like. In a pickup game, you play a pickup game to 7, and we grew up kind of like not ever wanting to get off the court. And I think a couple of like kids that are talented as Brandon didn't do as much pickup, where if you lost, you didn't play anymore today. But skill set, he's elite. He can shoot, he can pass, he's smart, you know what I'm saying? All that. But when he's not active, you're like, fuck, So yeah, that's if I was gonna give Moms Huntley the full honest assessment, that's what it is. Tell him he gotta get a stat out of every play. He gotta get either a rebound, assist, or something. Yeah, that's a little timeout for you. So listen, there's Friday it is. Yeah, fair and honest assessment. Dude, he got a whole lot of talent. And like I said, you can tell he's a good teammate, but you still want to tell him, hey man, you got to use that talent you got. Yeah, that's not soft. That's a team-oriented guy that's not confident enough to use his own skills in every play. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the coaches tell him that. The coaches tell him that from the beginning. He got too much of a skill set. Is this a shout out to everybody? Take a second. Shout out Brian Northern. Shout out, what's going on, man? A tournament team. Depends. It depends on how fast they get it. Listen, this is exactly why Kenny Payne said, this is what Kenny Payne said in the press conference. And today I understood exactly what he meant. This is exactly what he meant. He said, this is last week during the thing. He said, if this was July, I would feel great. We need to start getting better faster, is what he was saying. Because when you see him, you're like, okay, y'all are getting there. We need you to get there faster, but you can't speed up learning. You can't force urgency. You can harp on it. You can try to get it. You know what I'm saying? You can take people off the bench. You can put them back in. Some of the learning speed, you just can't force it. But everybody who was in there was like, oh, they'll get it eventually. So that's the only question, is how fast they get it. But you can tell at the pace they go, you can tell that he's teaching the right thing and sending the right message. Damn, Tyrone, you sent me to the kitchen. I'll get back to that drill. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm on the way back to the kitchen. So, the best part of the night. Oh, I know y'all wanted me to get to this part. Hold on, let's do it. The best part of the night. Yes, Red State. That's a great point. The best part of the whole day tonight. Y'all are going to love Fabio Basili before it's all said and done. Y'all are going to love Fabio Basili. You know what we learned today? You know what we learned? And I want y'all to know this tonight. And y'all can pass this along to your friends, especially the dumbass ones. Kenny Payne made a conscious decision. Kenny Payne, okay. This listen, this question is towards Brian. Brian, Kenny Payne could have went out and got a Christian Cunningham or a Fresh Kimball, and he could have won 4 more games and been a guaranteed tournament team. Repeat, Kenny Payne could have went and got 2 grad transfers, and it would have got him a couple of extra wins. Okay? So I want y'all to listen to me on this one. Rather than have a grad transfer come to Louisville who's just got 1 year to make it to the league, he's saying, no, I don't want the 1 year guy to make it to the league just so I can be in the tournament and lose in the first round or lose in the second round. You can tell he's saying, I need guards. Like, I need guards that got pro and championship potential. If I'm bringing you in here, you got to be able to like be pro or championship potential. I'm not taking transfer guards that can help me win a couple extra games. You could just see by the way he's developing, like the way he's developing the guys that aren't as good. Like, okay, and I don't mean aren't as good. Like Devin Reed, that poor baby. Hey, y'all, he's on Devin Reed. He's on Kamari Lands. He's on them like they supposed to carry the team. Like he's on them. And I could see how he say, okay, I could go get a 6'4" shooting guard from Western Kentucky who's technically better, but Devin Reed got a bigger upside. So I'd rather lose early with guys with more potential than just win games. Go T, what's good? Clarksville in the house. What's good? What's good? So listen, so watching a full Louisville practice, right? You can tell he's saying it's not about the win now. Bickett, y'all, I might miss work tomorrow, y'all. I might stay here and miss work tomorrow because I'm telling y'all, listen, I'm giving up all the goods tonight. Bickett, cheers, good sir. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Mike James didn't practice, right? But listen, Mike James was over on the side with this big ass weight plate. And you know how guys do the skip jump? You know that track skip jump where you just skip and jump off this leg and then skip and jump off this leg? Mike James was over there with a big ass 45-pound plate doing the skip jump. I bet Mike James was like, shit, I'd rather practice. But listen, you can tell they're just he doesn't look hurt. You can tell they just Dwan, shout out. Thanks for supporting the show. Thanks for just supporting the show, just enjoying the night show. Because listen, y'all, after tonight's snitching, they might not let me come back. They might say, Marcus, you was giving away way too much information. They might permanently ban me from practice. So tonight might be the last night that y'all get the true behind the scenes coverage. I hope y'all enjoy it. Hersey didn't practice today. Oh, listen. L is a leader. Sydney Curry, listen, I think Sydney Curry is the leader when the bullets start flying. I think Sydney Curry is just chomping at the bit to get. Listen, it's like Sydney Curry. It looks like he just looks like he's waiting for his revenge on Baycott. That's what he looks like to me. He looks like he's just getting through practice, and he's like, boy, when I get my hands on him, that's what he looks like to me. Like I said, when he moves, Okay, he runs like he don't like running. He plays like he knows I could dunk on this dude whenever I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like I mean, I know how Kenny Payne gonna want more from him. Thank you, but here's the thing: the takeaways. We'll do the last 5 minutes takeaways. Two people y'all gonna love watching. Fabio, eventually, because he's still a freshman. And shout out Mom's trainer for a couple of reasons. With the last 5 minutes, I'll give y'all the good takeaways. Shout out Mom's trainer. I shouldn't say this. JJ Trainer, they hey y'all, imagine, listen, y'all remember in 300 when they sent the kid off to go into the wilderness for a year? We all thought that was badass, right? But we forgot about how the moms felt when they sent them babies out into the wilderness. Mom's trainer, her baby is getting trained by animals. And y'all remember that point guard drill I was talking about? Point guard drill, 1-on-1, up front, full court. Do y'all know they stuck JJ Trainer up there on L. Ellis and 5? I was like, damn, coach. Hey, JJ, you should be the best person in this drill. This drill especially for you. I'm like, he's a point guard, coach. Listen, Mom's trainer. That's one thing. Actually, I won't say the other thing. I'll tuck that away for another time. Mom's trainer. Hey, they better not let her in practice. Her motherly instinct is not. Listen, it would be impossible for Mom's trainer not to coddle JJ after she saw a practice, because they want him to be great. They want JJ Trainer to be great. But y'all listen, JJ looks like a different player already though. He looks like a different, like he dribbles aggressively. He jumps aggressively. He shoots aggressively. And when he don't, they be fucking with him. Yeah. Sydney looks like he don't like running. Not that he's out of shape in my eyeballs. Like I think right when the season starts, he got you know how like Jerry Rice had that he had that scared speed. Like he ran like a 4.6 in the combine, but nobody ever caught Jerry Rice. I think Sidney Curry's kind of like that kind of player. Like when you stick him out there on the court with other people, you won't recognize his size or his weight. Yeah. JJ looks the most different. JJ Trainer looks more different than anybody. And if you saw the way they was on him, you would understand why. Because listen, again, his legs are stupid, his potential is stupid. And what did Kenny Payne say? The best thing for Lance that he met me? He probably should have said that about Jay. If JJ keeps down this route. If JJ Trainer don't just wash out and get too frustrated, y'all gonna see something. I told Steve that JJ Trainer is gonna have a Wayne Blackshear Duke moment before he leaves, where he's gonna save a tournament run single-handedly. Mm, mm, mm. Listen, and this is the rule moving forward. If I say somebody didn't practice, that's not like injury didn't practice, like they can't practice. That's like the way he runs them, you have to really monitor their health. The way okay, they work really intense, right? So you can't put like Rose might be 90% fine. And if we had a game, he'd play. But in the practices, it's like it's better to err on the side of caution. And they're still in the process of seeing who really wants to practice, who really can fight through it, who really, but they work them even when they're not practicing. So if a guy's not practicing, but you see him on the sideline doing individual work, they're still working. So it's not like injury, like they're unable to practice. They just like, hey, we're gonna put him on the side today. Hey, we're gonna put him in the training room. We're gonna give him a day. It's like load management. Yeah, like you know what injured looks like, and you know what holding somebody out of practice. Yeah, so like Hurst, like you saw them over there, like they getting work in. They just like no, it's like they go full speed in these practices. When they go hard, they go hard. And KP's like, if you can't go this hard, I don't want you on the court because it's like you're not helping. Okay, if you're Hersey and you're you kind of antsy about your hamstring or something, you're not helping L. Ellis unless you can go 100%. Especially in the preseason and practice and stuff. So it's like you can just tell he just like he hold them out because he got to take care of them. Mm, mm. Like I said, I felt bad for Mike James and the work he was doing on the sideline. I'm looking at him over on the corner with that big ass 45 pound. Imagine a 45-pound weight over your head and you're jumping in the air off each leg. Do you know how tired you would be if you were holding a 45-pound weight and you had to run up and down the court jumping in the air? Holding this 45-pound plate over your head and running and jumping. You know how like your shoulders and your legs, how tired you would be? Yeah. So if they still work, if they still getting that work in and just not practicing, it's like it is what it is. You cannot put those guys out on the court at 85%. If it's game, if it's season, I bet all of them would be out there. But yeah, they work too hard, man. Yeah, vet days, NFL, yeah, all that stuff. They work too hard. But yeah, hey y'all, when you see mom's trainer post something, send her a virtual hug. Cause they working the shit out of her kid. Yo, hey, Reese called me and Reese was like, that kid probably hate me. He said, I'll be on him. He's like, he got way too much talent. Look, Reese even told me he be on JJ different. So yeah, y'all send her a virtual hug. Send her a virtual hug. Because yeah, they working that kid tough. I listen, I did not hear anything Luke said, but I'll say this. I know how the like tonight's a prime example. We get in the chat room and people like the people that are only looking for the negative stuff or looking to find the negative take on whatever Luke had to say. Like Luke probably said 5 positive things and 5 negative things. And you know what everybody's talking about? The 5 negative things he said, or whatever. He probably said 8 positive things and 2, 3 negative things. And y'all trying to make Luke's negative thing about Sydney Curry the story. That's that shit. That's why you need Marcus and Steve. I've told too much. They're probably whoa. I was getting ready to head out. I think Nikki the Boot. See, that's why. Listen, y'all. This is why Nikki be so tired. What is Nikki the Boot doing still up? Now I can do what I want to do. Nikki has to be a responsible young adult. What is he doing up in the Midnight Family chat, y'all? That was a pleasant surprise to look up. I saw Nikki on a couple of texts, and I'm like, why is everybody saying Nikki? And I thought y'all, listen, I thought y'all was talking slick about Nikki during the day or something. And then I look up and I see he's in the building. Nikki, get some sleep. Everybody get some sleep. Hit the like button before y'all leave. Hit the notification before y'all leave. I bet it was constructive, but you want to make y'all already trying to turn Luke Hancock into the Kenny Payne hater because he said Sydney Curry's out of shape. Like, no, I'm not going to let y'all win. We're going to have an awesome rebuild. Good night, everybody. Enjoy yourself.